Foundation has written some guidelines around how you could grant to support the small business community during times of disaster. These were really a framework for your advisory board to talk about how you could use your financial resources to support the small business community during a difficult time. Now, some of these ways you could do during normal times, like supporting your local chamber to do a Shop Local campaign, or underwriting the cost of technical assistance or financial planning so your small business owners could reorient their business operations during disaster, or potentially access federal state grants and have a grant writer help them do that. You could also do workforce assistance. Maybe you provide some money for a training program so those that have lost their job because of disaster can obtain a new skill so they're more ready for the next opportunity. Or funding a daycare so it can stay viable and open so that those essential workers have a place to take their children and they can still return to work. Another area that's very specific to times of disaster are small business grant programs that will be providing relief dollars to businesses that have been impacted by the disaster or forced to close. We suggest that these relief programs are administered by chambers of commerce, economic development offices, or some type of unit of government. People that are used to working with the small business community, but your community foundation can provide the financial resources for them to run that grant program. We would want these dollars to be used as the last money in. We want businesses to pull down all the federal and state dollars that they can before they would access some of these charitable dollars. We'd also want these dollars to give preference to those that have not been able to access state and federal programs. Maybe those businesses that have been underinvested in traditionally, like minority-owned businesses, or those that reside in a neighborhood of your community that has experienced some deterioration, like those in opportunity zones or census tracts that are eligible for new market tax credits. Again, it's a way to provide some relief so you can have a viable small business community on the other side of the disaster that you're facing. Before I end here, I do also want to lift up that as you're having this conversation, please do take a look at your local nonprofit sector. We like to say that nonprofit is a tax status, not a business model. They also may need some relief dollars to help support their operations through a difficult time, and we really consider you making operating grants, or if you've already made a grant to a local nonprofit, that you maybe ease the restriction on that grant so that they can use it for general support. No matter what, community foundations, what we do best is we mobilize financial resources for our community, and there's no better time or no time our community needs it more than during times of disaster. So just thank you for stepping up and having the conversation on how you can deploy your financial resources to support small businesses, nonprofits, and individuals during times of disaster. Start this conversation with these guidelines, then please give our team a call to have further discussion so we can help you get the dollars to the right organizations.